Thank you so much for attending my presentation about why Donphan is the perfect Pokemon, and first, of course, we need to give it a quick look. Donphan's stats are fine. Not great, not bad, just fine. It's awesome on the physical side, dealing a ton of damage and tanking hits, but struggles specially. 90-60 bulk isn't enough to eat most moves and can be a big issue. Thankfully, it is a really solid moveset. Earthquake is fantastic stab and hits damn hard, and Donphan has coverage like Ice Spinner for flying types and knockoff for spin blockers. Speaking of, the most important move it has is Rapid Spin, which gets rid of hazards. As we'll talk about, this is the biggest reason why it's so good. For abilities, it doesn't have anything crazy, but Sturdy is great, not only to guarantee spin, but also to get up hazards of its own if it likes. Donphan has had a long and successful career. It's on the underused ban list in both Gens 2 and 3 with solid niches and overused. It's a good anti-meta spinner, not being weak to ground and actually dealing with the guys that the other hazard removers struggle with. After that, it settled into the next tier down, being a good utility pick. The only exception is in Generation 5, where after Dugtrio was banned, it fell off a cliff but is still unfortunately trapped in OU. As Sun got worse, X-Control got better and Donphan lost its niche. Its quote-unquote worst outing is Gen 7, where it landed in RU. Even so, it was great down there and actually used Ice Shard and attack investment to beat the quad-weak Noivern and Zygarde. While any chance in overuse was dashed by the two new Donphan paradoxes, it's once again made home in UU. It's actually cycled a bit between tiers as Iron Treads fell because Treads is better, but with its feature form looking pretty strong in overuse right now, it just might stick around. Cool, it learns Rapid Spin, but what sets it apart? Donphan is extremely versatile. That move pool is really deep, having tons of utility in its back pocket. The elephant has a shitload of attacking options that I didn't even mention, carrying Stone Edge, Poison Jab, and even Counter. It also got access to the new Ice Spinner in Gen 9, threatening those birds even better, though did lose the amazing Toxic. But of course, the big reason is Rapid Spin. In literally every single post-hazard generation of Pokemon ever played, dealing with spikes and rocks makes a Pokemon way better. While it's never quite cracked OU proper, the decent bulk, good typing, great ability, and fantastic coverage allow it to shine in low-power metagames. It's even found other ways to succeed outside of hazard control, occasionally running a choice band set to deal devastating damage with Earthquake while bluffing Spin. It's not overbearing, instead providing consistent value while keeping things fresh. And spinners in general benefit from this. The move's low distribution, as it's rarely given to otherwise great pokes, let these guys thrive. A great example of this is Claydol. Without Spin, it's really mediocre. Levitate is nice to have, Ground Psychic Stab is good synergy, and Explosion can rip through even physically defensive foes, but in ADV it's not enough. Having access to this one move turns into arguably the best spinner and overused. The type immunities and over 100 defensive stats become even better, giving it more avenues to enter the field safely. The threat of Boom is also scarier, as bringing in something to beat Claydol can result in a dead Pokemon. In a surprising instance of game balance, there really aren't broken Rapid Spinners. There are some damn good ones like Gen 5 Tentacruel and Gen 2 Golem, but they're not dominant. In conclusion, Donphan's combination of defensive and offensive traits coupled with Rapid Spin allow it to perform very well in each generation. When balanced well, hazard removal as a whole tends to have this effect on Pokemon. Thank you so much for watching.